Welcome guys, back to the channel, and whoa, alright, we got a lot to talk about. So we got a new series coming up for you guys, and it's going to be interesting because, I mean, come on, it's a new series. But what we're going to be doing is after every Sharks game, I'm going to be doing a kind of like a review. I'm going to be giving my thoughts on it, going through every single goal, win or loss, and it should be an emotional ride. I'm going to try to make it a little bit funny, put a little bit jokes in there. It might be a little crazy sometimes because, I mean, all teams have losing streaks. Let's hope we're not going to get in. Anyways, the game tonight against the Sharks and the Rangers in San Jose starts at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, and I'm hoping the Sharks can win that game just like every game. I wish they could win every game, but they're not. They're not perfect. At number 9 in the league currently in standings, as far as I know, right now, as I'm making this video, they're 9th in the league in points, and last game they lost to the Winnipeg Jets 5-4 in overtime. The reason I'm starting this series in the middle of the season is because Mr. Mac suggested the series. Thank you so much, Mr. Mac, for that suggestion, and he's helped so much with this channel. Go check out his Instagram, link in the description below. So today, before we do the Rangers game, after, it's going to be after the game that I do these, so I can get everything that happened. Patrick Marleau and Joe Thornton, okay? Are they going to make the Hall of Fame? And are they going to be inducted? Or even, okay, it's obvious that right when Patrick Marleau retires, he's going to have his banner in, his number hung up in the rafters and retired by the Sharks. It's pretty obvious. Joe Thornton probably will too. Who's going to play longer? I'm not sure. Probably Marleau. Thornton is probably going to retire, I'm guessing, after 2 more seasons. He just got hit with a right knee injury that's going to take him out for a few weeks at least. So that's not good news for San Jose. They've been on a roll recently, even though they lost their last game, and they could lose this game. Timo Meier and Kevin LeBlanc and Thomas Hurdle have really stepped up for us here. Losing Joe Thornton is going to be really, really bad. Brent Burns has also stepped up and delivered so far. So he kind of got a shaky start at the beginning of the season, and now he's on a roll, just like the Norris Trophy winner would. Unfortunately, Drew Doughty is winning it this year because, of course, it's Drew Doughty, and he has to win every single year. He only has 1 Norris Trophy, though, so that surprised me. Joe Thornton, okay? 1,030 assists, 397 goals, and I want to say 1,427 points. That's a lot. Patrick Marleau, 524 goals, 583 assists, with 1,107 points. Now, which one makes Hall of Fame? Probably Thornton. Marleau, not so much, and I'll talk about why in a second. Joe Thornton, how many guys have you seen that aren't in the Hall of Fame currently? Okay, how many active guys in the league have you seen that have 1,000 assists by themselves? And I know there's cats here swarming around like sharks, but how many guys in the league that are currently active that have 1,000 assists by themselves other than Jaromir Jagr? Exactly. Basically none. Joe Thornton and Jaromir Jagr are the only 2 active players that have 1,000 assists in their careers. And my cat's probably going to knock the camera down. Well, I got lucky there. But that by itself, most guys don't even get 1,000 points in their career, let alone 1,000 points in one category. That's ridiculous. Now, the fact that by itself that it's assists, goals are really hard to do. Nobody, not even Wayne Gretzky or Gordie Howe, ever done that. The fact that Joe Thornton has more assists than some guys having points are ridiculous. So he's 3 points away from tying, Mario Lemieux's record for 1,033 assists. So, I mean, that's going to be exciting to see. But what I'm worried about is he's not going to do it this season. And I'm afraid that this knee injury is going to really hurt the Sharks and maybe cost us a playoff spot. Now, it's just still Thornton, but he's been doing really, really well this season. So, we'll see where it leads him. So, I don't know if he's going to get those 3 assists this season. He might. But I don't know if he's going to play for the rest of the season. He might play for playoffs if we make it there. He might play, I don't know, April or even March after the trade deadline or something. I don't know when he's going to come back. But enough of that. Joe Thornton's probably going to make Hall of Fame. Hands down, he's probably going to. I just dropped my pen. And Patrick Marleau, why isn't he going to make Hall of Fame? He has 1,107 points. And he has over 1,500 games played. Shall I mention that Joe Thornton almost has 1,500 points in less than 1,400 games. He hasn't played 1,500 games yet. So he has less than 1,500 games and almost 1,500 points. That's above a goal per game. Or a point per game. My bad. Patrick Marleau, on the other hand, has played over 1,500 games and only has 1,107 points. But he's played longer. How does he not have an amount of points? Well, good question. Joe Thornton has had some injuries that have taken him out of games. And again, he's not much of a goal scorer. He's more of an assist guy. And remember, he hit 1,000 assists last season. So he just got to 1,000 assists last season, like near the end, like March. So, I mean, he's not more of a point getter. I mean, of course, he almost has 1,500 points. Like, that's ridiculous. But the fact that he hasn't played those amount of games, it's kind of confusing a little bit. Patrick Marleau, he's not going to make the Hall of Fame based off of points. Probably because his points are more spread out. Joe Thornton, again, has 1,000 whole assists by himself. That's it. 1,000 assists. He could have 1,000 points just by passing to somebody and them scoring. That's ridiculous. Like I said before, like 5 times. Patrick Marleau, again, 500 goals, 500 assists. I mean, he has more than 500 goals, 500 assists. I'm just saying, he is above that. For 1,107 points, what does that tell you? Well, he's going to need a Stanley Cup. And the reason why is this era is basically, if you don't win a Stanley Cup, you're probably not going to make the Hall of Fame. Unless you're a guy like Joe Thornton, again, 1,000 points by himself in the assist category. So, I mean, based on the fact that he almost has 1,500 points, again, in the assist, you get what I'm saying. That's amazing. Patrick Marleau, on the other hand, spread out. He's more of a two-way player. I mean, he's not a two-way player. He's obviously a sniper, but he can pass. And so the fact that his points are more spread out every guy that's made it to the Hall of Fame has had at least 500 goals and 500 assists. Now, not every guy, granted. Some guys have, again, like 1,000 assists or like 700 goals. Nobody has hit 1,000 goals. That's why I said 700, because a great one has 894. Anyways, so the fact that it's more spread out is kind of like, okay, guys have done this before, it's nothing special. But the fact that Joe Thornton is like 12th in the running for most assists of all time, behind legend, 3 behind Mario Lemieux himself, is like stunning. So for Patrick Marleau to get into the Hall of Fame, I think he would need Stanley Cup, which I think he will be able to get in the next 3 years as Toronto's progressing. Now, the only problem with Toronto right now is, I'm going to stray a little off track here, their salary cap, because they have Matthews, they have Marner, etc. this season. Or Matthews might be next season, because it's debut season. So that's it. Anyways, that's not the point. So Thornton, my guess is he will probably make it into the Hall of Fame with no Stanley Cup. I don't think he's going to win a Stanley Cup. I think this year, maybe the next year. I think he's going to retire halfway in the next season. And the reason for that is he's having a lot of knee injuries. He's having a lot of MCL and ACL injuries with his left knee. So I'm not sure if he's going to play longer than Marleau. I think Marleau is going to keep his Ironman streak up, and he's going to sign no more contract. I don't think he's going to sign. I think after 3 years with Toronto, he's going to hang him up and retire with San Jose. He might play halfway again, like sign a 1-year contract or a few-day contract with San Jose, just to retire, get out of there, and hang him up after 3 more seasons because he had a 3-year contract with Toronto. So who do you think is going to make it to the Hall of Fame? Thornton, Marleau, or both? And tell me why in the comments below. And hopefully the Sharks win against the Rangers here again, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.